The streets of Long Beach demand the ultimate from teams and drivers, and every driver has to bring their A game. That's why the crowds sell out in large numbers year after year.
And you are setting the stage beautifully. Start the race we are about to do. Brilliant on the starts. We are racing at Long Beach for the Bubba Burger Sports Car Grand Prix. Down we go, and you can see a big attack here. In strong form, Christian Fittipaldi in that qualifying run. At one point, Ricky Taylor was up like 7/10 of a second. And Christian kept clipping 2/10, 2/10, 2/10. He got down to within 2/10. If he'd had one more, he really felt he was, had some opportunity. Just didn't get the opportunity to put that lap in.
Well, we definitely had a tough weekend at Long Beach. It's sometimes that's how racing goes. I think we had a great shot of another good podium finish, but we had an incident during the race that put us 3 laps back.
That was a GTD car going down the inside of Christian Fittipaldi.
I think Christian may have just passed him.
Wow.
And then swung back to set up and maybe surprised that driver.
See this, they haven't really got the car completely fixed. No rear wing on that car right now, but just keeping that car on the lead lap.
Fortunately, being such a short race, it's impossible to catch up. So we're just drove around for most of the race and trying to make as many points as possible. And I think the team did a great job in changing all the rear end of the car to get us racing again, and we still save a couple of points doing that and finish. So that's was positive regarding that place, and it's important points that might be very important to the end of the season. So who knows? COTA is a very particular racetrack. It's the only F1 track we go to during the season. You can feel I can say that, like a kind of a European feeling to it. Plenty of runoffs, it's super safe. That's absolutely top-notch facility, I have no doubt. There's a great first section, there's a really slow second section, and that's very, very tricky on the engineers, on the drivers to get the ideal balance to fit the high-speed and low-speed corners. But it makes good racing for sure, but I think it just misses that little bit of challenge that we have, like Watkins Glen, for example, where you have like the walls really close and really high speeds. But it's a great place to come for sure.
What's the battling going to be like? The prototypes lead them up, and Ricky Taylor leads them to the green flag. We are racing at Circuit of the Americas as the field streams by and starts that 133-foot climb up into turn 1. Tricky spot this.
Today, the race, we had kind of a slow start of the weekend, but the team has been doing a great job. We're a little bit behind where we should be.
Now Joao Barbosa behind the wheel, the number 5 Mustang sampling entry. Dane Cameron looking to the inside. It looked like Joao Barbosa stretched him a little bit down this front stretch, where it's all about drag versus downforce. The battle for second overall continues between Joao Barbosa and the 2 teammates here. Barbosa really deep there as he tried to chase down his teammate. Cameron stuck in traffic here. Barbosa's not that far behind. There he is.
We just gambled a little bit on fuel. We thought we could make it, and one more lap. We tried to stretch the fuel, so we tried to avoid one last stop, but we couldn't make it, and I was really lucky to make it to pit lane and keep racing.
This is a battle for second position we're looking at. Joao Barbosa, he is really gaining a lot of time on Dane Cameron here in the last few minutes of this race.
Still save a third place, which is really good, but for a little moment I was scared that I was not going to make it to pit lane. But as soon as I called the guys on the radio, I saw the 31 crew running towards the car and pushing me out, and it's Action Express is a great team, and you see really how important it is for everybody. It's like one team with two cars, and I really appreciate their effort.